we're actually still sat in Janine's parents' house, and there's things that are going wrong.
We're actually having a little bit of a nightmare.
Today is the day that we are going to go and collect our green van, and it could not have come sooner.
It's just an absolute nightmare. We're going to have to literally halve everything.
We're just trying to remain calm.
Welcome back to the channel. We are Janine and Liam Day, a married couple who have spent their last year travelling and living in the back of our Ford Transit camper van. We had our fair share of challenges in our first year of van life in the UK, especially this winter, but the bed being too small for Liam ended up grinding us down so much that we took a huge risk and bought an old removals van with hopes to convert it into a new tiny home on wheels. Our big green removals van is definitely a wild card, and we've spent the last 3 months having it being converted into our dream home. Thankfully, that build is finally coming to an end, and we will soon be heading off chasing the horizon. But first, there's still some work to be done as we say goodbye to our beloved Transit Frida and look forward to new adventures. So please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button as we welcome you to part 1 of the biggest changes in our lives.
Okay, so we were hoping to be driving the new van away, but unfortunately there's been some hold-ups with regards to plumbing issues, testing, and actually as well the weather's really gotten in the way of it, so it's put it back quite a bit of time. But we're hoping by the end of this video, this short video, that you'll see us dropping off Frida and driving away our new big green removals van, but all that's yet to go. What we can show you right now though is there's been some developments with the roof, what's going on the roof, some stuff you didn't know that we're going to be having on the roof has gone up there, some really exciting stuff, so we'll go and show you that now.
We went off to see Sean and Shag from Mule Vans, who are the team behind all things to do with the roof rack. Today they are setting up the spotlights and light bars supplied by Oxbeam.
Oxbeam lighting is what's going to be lighting at the front to give it more of an overlander look. Not very stealth, not very removals van, but very, very overlander look. So this is a light bar on the top, and then there's 2 spotlights, and there's going to be some at the back, I think, as well. And what we're doing now is we're just going to test it to see if they work. And what we need is one of these. Oh, let me show you this. This here, I meant to do a shout out for this a couple of weeks ago. This is the Ecoflow battery pack. It's sort of like a portable battery pack, power bank, that sort of thing. And you might have seen on Liam's videos as well, we've been using it to plug all the power tools in for the whole build. It's like the newest, latest lithium sort of portable power bank, and it's been really, really good because when it runs flat on battery, it holds the juice for a long time, but when it does run flat, plug it in, and within an hour, it gets 80% of its battery on charge as well. So it's been absolutely diamond. Really, really powerful lithium battery, and charges really, really quickly. It's been a bit of a game changer. So we're just about to use it now to test the lighting.
Sean plugged the lights in to do a test run, and we saw our awesome spotlights for the first time.
Hey!
Oh,
nice one.
Amazing.
Amazing. And it kicks off some really bright light as well. It looks like it's meant to be.
But also, on the app on your phone, you'll be able to sit in bed, and if you hear anything outside, you can click the button
Nice.
off your app on your phone, and it'll turn everything on.
Sean explained how the functions to the lights will work once it's all officially fitted. He had the backlights still to fit, so we left him to do it and headed off on our journey down south.
Okay, so we left Barnsley and we are now almost in Cirencester, where Janine's family lives. They have lent us their driveway until we get all of our vehicle situation sorted. First list on the agenda is to get Frida completely cleared out, cleaned, and touched up if we need to touch up with paint anywhere. She's in pretty good nick, so we should be all right. But either way, we want it, and then we're going to get it on the internet for sale, and then we're going to drive up and go and pick up the removals van.
We headed to my parents' house in Cirencester. We went for a catch-up and a tea before getting to work straight away. We need to empty all of our belongings from Frida into the garage before we can clean her up for selling. My parents kindly created some room for us in the garage to put all of our stuff, so we got to work emptying the van. With Dad's help, we made progress quite quickly.
Just doing a bit of touching up here and there. Where your feet go, that's where the most amount of scuff marks are. Yeah. So just getting those out. But yeah, it's all looking good.
Liam refreshed the white paint on the van and I worked on the green decorative parts.
What are you doing with that incredible Hulk green?
Just refreshing the paint. That's a bit dull now. This is like spring green.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's going to look really nice.
It's looking good. I like it.
We continued working on Frida until she was looking great. Fresh paint, a food grade oil on the kitchen worktops, deep clean in the oven. The night set in and we were tired. Right, we've all had enough. I actually cannot believe how much stuff we have got. It's incredible. I can't believe it all fit in the van. It's just an absolute nightmare. We're going to have to literally halve everything. I've already spoken to Liam, and we're just going to have to take some more stuff down the charity shop. It feels like what we did this time last year with leaving the caravan. But anyway, we're just going to have to do it. There's no way that me and Liam want to be cluttered in this new van. We want that feeling of space. It's really important to us. So that's what we're going to do. So it's actually really good. It's nice and cleansing doing this. So yeah, my mum's cooked a nice meal and we're going to go and eat. We cracked open a bottle of wine and ate sausage and mash made by my mum before calling it a night.
It's the fire in the rain. It's the smile within the pain. It's the logic but insane. You cannot know from where it came. It's the way you cross the floor.
Good morning everyone. Today we have woken up in Cirencester. We didn't stay in the transit last night. We stayed in my parents' house in their spare room. We obviously don't want to get the transit all sort of messy again after cleaning her. We want her to be nice and fresh for the new people. So yeah, we had a nice meal last night and we just chilled out, had a couple of wines and went to bed. And this morning we have woken up and we've been on the phone all morning to the green removals team up in Barnsley, and we're actually having a little bit of a nightmare. Yeah, a few things have come to light and gone a little bit wrong. We were hoping to collect her really soon, like in the next day or two, and we think maybe it's going to get pushed back even longer. And yeah, it's just really frustrating. So Liam is currently on the phone to Sean now, speaking to him, and yeah, I'll let him explain the mountain of things that need to be sorted in the next few days. So it's just frustrating really. So yeah, let's go see Liam. So what's happening?
More last minute issues, unfortunately. We're actually still sat in Janine's parents' house, and there's things that are going wrong, or going right and going wrong, or problem solving. Anyway, the van's been weighed, which is really good, positive thing. Good to knowledge is power, and the weight is under, which is really good. We're not massively under, so the original idea for the decking has to be scrapped now, and we have to think of something new that's going to keep it light. So Sean is at Mule Vans, is working on that for us, trying to work out what we could put on there, but time's getting very, very close to when we should be driving it away, and it's getting very, very tight. So now everything that we're doing, the good thing is the van's built, so it's under. So what Janine and our job is now to do is to make sure that we keep it under with everything that we're doing. So that's the challenge from now on. If you thought you were going to have an easy life, you haven't. I don't really have much else to say about it, really. I'm just sort of pondering everything all the time, trying to work. It's like a constant problem solving thing in this last 2 weeks. I'm Sean at Mule Vans, honestly, has got the patience of a saint. He does not mind calling me up and going through possible ideas and thinking of it himself and going out and getting it and go and get it sorted and everything. I cannot shout out that man enough.
Okay, so we've just realised that we're both really busy today. Now, because of that, I've got to reduce everything. Liam has got loads of stuff on, so I'm going to start by making a coffee. So my dad actually came out last night and he painted this step. He said he was going to do it, but we went to bed. I didn't realise he was doing it then. So he came out late last night and painted it, which is so nice of him. It looks really good, so much better than it did look. It was all sort of, I don't know, discoloured before, so yeah, that's really good. Thanks, Dad.
Higher and higher.
I spent the day doing the finishing touches before Liam returned from his busy day. And we finally have a squeaky clean Frida, and she's looking so good. Makes it really hard to give her up. Yeah, she's like so clean. It's incredible. Yeah, now have a break. I've had a busy day.
I know, I can see.
The van's looking really good.
It looks amazing, it looks brand new. You've all done a really good job. So we need to take photos of it, put it up online, on eBay and Gumtree and stuff like that, get it for sale properly, and I'm going to make you some food quickly as well. A chickpea curry, which apparently all you need is a tin of chickpeas and this powder mix and some water, and you've got yourself the most amazing curry. We got that from the NEC show in the campervan show. So I've had some very interesting conversations. We've gone back to the composite decking.
Seriously?
Yeah, because Sean's weighed up all of the alternatives and they're pretty much the same weight. It's just a little bit more weight, but it'll last longer, and it'll be so much better up there. So we've just got to be a little bit more sort of conscious about the weight that's going into the van, but we should be fine. It's still under, so it's all good. Even with the composite decking on, it's still well under. We've just got to be conscious.
Liam made us the chickpea curry by adding chickpeas and water to this mix, and you end up with the most incredible curry. It was so good and so easy to make.
Okay, so that was an amazing curry. During the curry, got a message from Liam the Terrible, and he says the van is now complete, which is really good, but he doesn't want to give it us for another couple of days yet, which is okay. So, because we're still selling this one as well, and Sean has to do the roof rack tomorrow as well. And the really good bit of news is we've managed to find, after probably the third attempt, we managed to find a step to get into the van. You might remember it's like up here. So he thinks he's found a step, so he's going to fabricate the step, this new aluminium step, which should be arriving tomorrow. And hopefully, if we get the step done, he's doing the roof rack tomorrow, so we're going to pray for no rain. There's a wing mirror, and all of that comes together, then we should be able to pick it up, not tomorrow, but the day after. If we can do that, it means we're on target, and we can decorate it in time. It's been one of those sort of starts of the week that have just been like that, and we're just trying to remain calm.
We chilled in the lounge with a cup of tea before feeling exhausted and hit the sack. The following day, our aim was to cut down our belongings as much as possible to get the weight down. Liam made another epic meal, and we made our arrangements for picking up the big green removals van the following day.
Exciting day, isn't it? got a slight spring in my step after almost 3 months or whatever it is. Today is the day that we are going to go and collect our green van, and it could not have come sooner, honestly.
So what's happening then?
Yeah, so we managed to bring it forward by 12 hours, so we're going up now to go and get it. And unfortunately, so we've got Frida. Frida was originally going to go to Liam the Terribles in Barnsley to be sold up there to stay until someone comes to buy her. She's still for sale, by the way, but she's going to stay down in Gloucestershire now at Janine's sister's address. So we are going up by foot on public transport to Barnsley from Cirencester. So I think it's a car, a train, potentially a bus and an Uber. I'm not so sure to get there, so it's going to be a bit of a mission, but who cares, because we're so excited we're going to get the van, so it's all good. Yeah, and on the way I need to try and work out, we need to get roadside service breakdown cover, which I completely forgot about, so we'll get that on the way, and fingers crossed everything goes well.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, so we are heading now to Cheltenham, where we are dropping off Frida at my sister's house, and her boyfriend is kindly dropping us off at the train station in Cheltenham, where we're going to catch a train to Sheffield, then Barnsley, and then a bus, and then a taxi. I'm not quite sure, but it's a mission, a proper mission. So our first stop now is to go to Cheltenham to drop off and say our final goodbyes to Frida. Trying not to get too sentimental, we made our way through the countryside to Cheltenham to drop off Frida.
Janine and I have just been wanting to kill each other on that journey. It's all the heightened emotions, isn't it, Janine?
Tom's working, so we're trying to be quiet, and then we're going to hand the keys over. We have just arrived here, and we're about to pass over the keys, but we've remembered we've left our gas bottle in there, and obviously there's a gas shortage at the moment. We can't buy new bottles. We can only exchange our bottle for another gas bottle. So for our new van, we couldn't get a new gas bottle, which means we have to take this gas can away with us. Otherwise, in our new van, we'll be left with no gas. So Liam is disconnecting it right now with hopefully a spanner that works.
There's gas shortages, there's diesel shortages, there's all sorts of stuff going on in the world at the moment, isn't there?
All our bits sorted, we said our goodbyes to Frida and headed into Cheltenham train station, picking up a coffee and a sausage sandwich on the way to eat whilst waiting for the train. We found our seats and were officially en route to Barnsley.
Now we're going to pick up the big green lean machine. We've realised we still don't have a name yet, so if anybody's got any suggestions, please leave one in comments.
Yeah, leave one in comments. Are they coming around for tickets?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah. We just have to put
Awesome, I've still got one.
That's how excited you are.
They got snacks. Are you getting a coffee?
Get a tea.
Can I have a tea?
Yeah.
You finished my coffee?
Yeah.
Mid-journey refreshments consumed, we headed for Barnsley train station where Shag from Mule Vans has kindly offered to pick us up to save us the nightmare of travelling through the town centre at rush hour.
It's collection day. We're about 3 miles away from collecting it and feeling pretty nervous for some reason. I don't know why. It's all of that anticipation, isn't it? It's all of that stuff that's built up over the last 2 or 3 months. It'll be alright.
Myself, take me to a better place where love's something else. Though it's wrong, running high.
Oh my god, how amazing. Liam's just gone out to find out how to fill up the water. And I am left in here, and yeah, it just looks so awesome. I can't believe we're driving it away today. In the next 20 minutes we're going to be off, so yeah. I still feel really nervous. We had a look around the big green machine for the final time. We expressed our thanks to Liam and he briefly explained the things we need to know about the van. Then Sean at Mule Van showed us the finished job he did on the roof rack, the decking and the lights, which looked amazing. Sean at Mule Vans had the task of building the roof rack, but with the crazy storms we've had, it prevented him from being able to finish the job, but he worked hard to reach a deadline. We couldn't recommend Sean's services more. If you're in need of a roof rack for your van, then he's your man, especially if you have a Sprinter. We continued looking, said our goodbyes and had to leave to hit the road for the first time in our new big green camper van.
Start of a new chapter. It begins right now.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
My word, I'm a bit nervous. Oh God. Oh no, I need to really get my head around this.
That could have just wrecked everything.
We're just in a bit of a dodgy situation, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got to get back to the van because there's like a rave going on behind our van.
Rave. Sure. Because once you decided it, that's it, there's no going back. I'm concerned about it a little bit. I don't know if it looks right that we're not gonna, we've only got a few days just to get this done, and we're a bit worried that we ain't gonna make it because of these problems that are pretty big at the moment.